Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe down below and give this video a big thumbs up. I wanted to do this story time of me when I found out that I was pregnant at 16 because maybe some of you are going through this, maybe you need a little bit of tips, maybe I don't know, maybe you will find this video helpful. So without further ado, let's get started. So first off, I want to talk about like the symptoms that I was having. Number one, I was feeling really bloated to the fact like I would like put my jeans on and how my stomach would hurt really bad, and it was because my jeans were obviously not fitting anymore. So my stomach would hurt so bad to the point where like, oh, what's wrong? I would feel so weird, and like it would feel really weird. It's a really weird like stomach. It's not pain, but you just feel weird, okay? So I was like, okay. And then also I started peeing like every night, like around 3 to 2 in the morning. Like every night I would wake up because I wanted to go pee. And I remember I researched like symptoms of pregnancy, and I saw that peeing a lot, it's one of like the symptoms. So I was like, okay, that is really weird, you know, I'm peeing a lot, and it would be like literally every night. So that was really weird. So I was like, okay, that's freaking weird. So I told my boyfriend, I was like, okay, I'm having these symptoms or whatever, and he'll be like, nah, like you're not pregnant. And I'm just like, I started to get more concerned. But the thing about it is that my menstrual cycle is not normal. Like I don't get it every month. I get it like every 3 months, every 4 months, and it lasts for about like a week though. It lasts long, but I don't get it every month. So that's why I got like, okay, maybe it's, it's just my period. I'm gonna get it, It's, it takes 3 to 4 months for me to get my period. So, it's normal. So, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for it. So I waited for those 3 months to come and all that. As time passes, I'm just like, I'm supposed to get my period already. Like I didn't knew like an exact date, but I knew that at a certain month I start feeling cramps, and I knew, okay, this is the month that I'm gonna get my period. So I was like, okay, something's going on, I'm not getting my period. And I told my boyfriend, there's a possibility that I might be pregnant because I haven't got my period. I've been feeling weird, and I have been waking up in the morning, I mean like at night, well, midnight. I have been waking up like around midnight, and going to the restroom. But he's like, but you haven't been feeling any like nausea or anything like that, you don't want to vomit, so you're not pregnant. He's like, and usually your period gets here really late, so don't worry about it. So we were like, okay, we're not gonna worry about it. So October passes by, and then November comes by, and I'm just like, okay, I still haven't gotten my period. And it was like, it got to the point where like I couldn't wear jeans anymore, and it felt so weird. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then November, literally Thanksgiving comes by, and I feel really sick. And I tell my boyfriend, I don't feel good. I don't want to eat. Like everything is just seems disgusting. Like just the smell of it makes me want to throw up. So besides that, I decided to get over that, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go with him, spend it with his family and have a good time. So when I get there to the house, well, it wasn't his house, but like with the family, gathering, when I get there, as soon as I smelled all the food, as soon as I entered the whole kitchen, oh my god, I wanted to throw up. Like I had never in my whole life, obviously because I wasn't pregnant before, but I had never felt that. Like never. I have never gotten so sick to that point that I just see something and smell it and I want to throw up. So I was like, okay, I'm really sick. And everybody sat down, and I was like, oh, you're not eating? And I'm like, no, I don't feel good. I just, I have been feeling a little weird, I feel sick. And then everybody was like, oh, okay, are you sure? There's this foods, there's that, you can have anything you want. And I'm just like, no, thank you. So, they start asking me, my mother-in-law starts asking me, how have you been feeling? And I tell her, I was like, it's my stomach really hurts, and I don't know, maybe I ate something bad and it did me wrong. And so as the night starts coming, it's time for us to leave. And literally when I am saying bye to everyone, I'm literally walking outside the door and I threw up everywhere. Like I threw up everywhere, like outside of the door. Like I threw up. I couldn't hold it no more. My boyfriend was holding my hair, and then my mother-in-law was, you know, helping me. And I was just like, since it wasn't their home and it was someone else, I was like, I am so sorry. Like, you know, like I couldn't control it. Like I am so sorry. And the lady was like, it's okay. And then she literally jokes around and tells my mother-in-law, oh, you're a grandma. And I'm just like, haha, you're funny. Don't say that. And then she's like, oh, you're a grandma. And then she laughs as well too, because she actually, like, after like everything went on, I actually asked her and she's like, I really did believe you had, like, you were sick, you know, you had like a stomach pain. I thought you were sick. It never crossed through my mind that you were actually pregnant. So moving on, I threw up in front of everywhere. Everybody saw, all his family saw, except my mom, obviously. So everybody saw. And as soon as we leave, we start thinking, okay, you know, maybe I am pregnant. This is it. Like, you know, things happen for a reason. And I'm just like, okay. And then my mother-in-law starts questioning us. Do you think, like, are you pregnant? Or what's going on? How do you feel? So as soon as they're like, because they're on their way to drop me off to my house, they asked me, okay, you're gonna drink this, like, I don't know what they gave me to drink. They gave me something so I could drink, so I could feel better. And they were like, okay, drink this is gonna make you feel better. And I was like, no, I don't want to drink that, because like that literally, like I'm telling you, I would smell something and I was like, I can't have it, I need to throw up. So I was like, no, I feel like if I drink this, I am gonna throw it up. Like I would tell my boyfriend, if I drink this, I'm gonna throw up again. So I drank this. I literally got off of the vehicle and I threw up everything again, like everything. And I'm just like, oh my God. I was just like, wow, like I'm pregnant. And, you know, obviously my mother-in-law just kind of like stared at me in a way. And then she told my boyfriend, like, take her home, take her inside, you know, go whatever. By the way, just keep in mind that my mom was knocked out. She did not know anything that happened. She did not know that I threw up in front of her house. She was knocked out. She was just waiting for me to get home. Well, she wasn't even waiting. She was gone. My boyfriend asked me, she was like, are you sure you're okay? And I'm just like, yeah, you know, like I'm okay, you know. So he leaves, and then I start questioning myself. Okay, this happened. You have been feeling like this. You haven't got your period. You haven't got nothing. Then me and my boyfriend start like texting each other, and we're like, okay, my mom is like getting suspicions that you might be pregnant or this and that. So I'm like, well, we have our suspicions too, and we need to clarify if I am or not. So my mother-in-law, so the thing about it is, so the thing with me is that my mom, like, since we were still obviously in school, my mom would drop me off in the morning at his house, because we live like 30 minutes away from the school that I was going to. So she would drop me off to his house, and then from there I would leave with him to school. So then now my mother-in-law was getting really, really suspicious, and she was like, okay, you need to take a pregnancy test. So since it was, I think it was a Friday, I don't remember, she was like, next time you come to the house early in the morning, you are taking a pregnancy test. So I remember that day my mom usually dropped me off. Keep in mind, my mom didn't know nothing. Like, I was going through this, like, not by myself, but like, you know, like I had to like keep acting normal in front of her. So, well, my mom dropped me off, and I was like, okay, this is it, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. So I took the pregnancy test, you know, I peed in a cup, and, you know, I did the whole thing, and it says positive. At that point, I cried. I really cried, and I was like, okay, you know, I am pregnant. How I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna tell my mom? This is it. And I told my boyfriend, you know, we should tell my mom, like, now. Like, I don't want to wait longer. And, you know, I mean, your mom knows, because she was obviously there when I took it, so she saw. And I was like, I don't want to wait longer and like hide it from my mom. you know, I want to get this over with. I want to tell my mom today. And then my boyfriend was like, are you sure you want to tell her today? And I'm just like, yes, I want to tell her today. I found out today, so let's tell her today. You know, I want to get this over with. So I think I actually went to school. So as school ends, I tell my mom, hey, can I stay over with my boyfriend for a while? They would drop me off, you know, later to the house. And she's like, okay, cool. You know, be safe. She's like, okay, cool, be safe. And then I'm just like, okay. So we think about it, and then we are alone at the house, and then his mom arrives, and he's like, so are y'all ready? We're gonna go to your mom, we're gonna go talk to her, and we're gonna explain the situation. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go. So when we left, you guys, I swear my heart like literally shrinked. I was so nervous. I remember like my hands would like shake, and I didn't know what to do. And then the ride was like super fast. I lived like 30 minutes away, and I felt like I got there in 5 minutes. But when we got there, I was like, Mom, I'm here. We want to talk to you. And I remember I entered. The look my mom gave me, I felt bad, sad, like kind of like if I backstabbed her in a way. And I felt really bad, you know. So as we come in, you know, we sit down, and she's like, what happened? And I'm just like, you know, it was really complicated, and I could tell that my boyfriend was really nervous too. And he told her, you know, she's pregnant. And she told me, are you serious? Or she told me like, are you like serious? She looked at me and told me, and I was like, yes. And she started crying. She told me that, you know, all this time she trusted me, that, you know, that she didn't expect this from me, and all this kinds of stuff that she started telling me. And honestly, I didn't even mention this, but we were going with the mindset of going because I thought my mom was gonna act aggressively. So I was going with the mindset that if she acted like this, I'm gonna grab my clothes and I'm gonna leave. And that's what the mindset that I was going with. And keep in mind that my mom, literally as soon as we told her that, she didn't say nothing else. All she was doing is like literally staring down, crying. She didn't say nothing else. So once that happened, we were there for like 30 minutes, and I'm telling you, she didn't say a single word else. She just literally said bye to them. They left, and I told them, well, yeah, I'm staying here. Obviously, I'm not gonna leave. You know, like I kind of like, you know, told them like, you know, look at her or whatever. Like, I'm gonna stay here to spend the night. So as that when they leave, my mom comes to my room and she cries and she tells me, I didn't expect this from you, but I'm gonna be here for you. You know, if you need anything, you can stay here with me as long as you want, or if you want to leave, it's okay. I'm gonna be here for you for everything. And you know, for that, it felt like a huge relief out of me, because knowing that I have my mom's support, which is, you know, what else do I want? And after that, I remember, I think it was the next day, I went to school again, and I decided to sleep over at my boyfriend's house. You know, I mean, obviously she lets me know, and she's like, okay. And I was sleeping over for like 3 days. And then tell me why my sister tells my dad, oh, she has been sleeping with her boyfriend. So my dad literally texted me, and sadly, I wish I could have told my dad a different way that I was pregnant, but I had to tell him through a message. I couldn't talk to him. I was like, okay, I mean, my sister already told him that I'm sleeping at your house. You know, he knows something's up. So I have to tell him, you know, I can't just keep lying, because sooner or later he's gonna find out, obviously, that I am pregnant. So I decided to tell him, and I think he's the one that took it the hardest. Like really hard. He did really made me cry. He made me feel really bad about myself. And I was honestly, I knew he was gonna get mad. I was so scared to tell him. So I was like, we got in a fight, in an argument, and I was just like, But I mean, look at him now. He's really happy with his grandchild, and honestly, I am more than happy. I feel like my son brought a lot of happiness to me. I'm not telling you to go have a baby right now. You're young, you still have to live life. And I'm not saying I'm not living my life, because I love my life the way it is. But I'm just saying a baby is a big responsibility. And if you don't have supportive parents, if you don't have a supportive boyfriend and all of that, do not have a baby right now. But I mean, I was lucky enough to have supportive parents, supportive friend, and besides that, like, his family was so supportive with us that everything, like, everyone just made it like not complicated. It made us feel like everyone had our backs. If something happened, they got us. They will support us and be there for anything that happens. So that made us feel confident on each other, that we can do this, that we got this. So that made us feel really confident that we can do this, and we got this. So another thing, from that day, from November, from Thanksgiving, I never threw up again. Like, never, never, never. I only threw up that day, and that's it. And I feel like it was God. I feel like he was like, you're gonna throw up that day, and you're gonna tell everybody that you're pregnant, that you're gonna find out, and everything. So it's really weird how I just never threw up again. It was only that day. Never had any more nausea. Didn't feel sick to see food. That was crazy. That's what I think, that it's like, what? That's kind of weird, because you expect that your whole pregnancy, and that only happens to you one day, and that one day is when you actually like find out, and everybody finds out that you're pregnant. So that's what I thought, that it was pretty weird. But I mean, I'm happy that I threw up, because if I wouldn't have thrown up that day, I wonder when would it be, like, when was I going to like take a pregnancy test and tell everyone, I was like, so it kind of like got me into thinking, if it wasn't for me throwing up, I would probably still be hiding my baby. No, but yeah, that's really my story and how I found out. I had a really difficult pregnancy due to me not knowing how many months like I was when I found out, because like the doctors would tell me, okay, you are, I don't know if it was already 2 months or 3 months, like I don't know. I really don't know till this day. So that made it really difficult for the doctors to tell me, oh, your son is supposed to measure this, that, according to how many months or how many weeks you are. So that made the pregnancy really, really difficult, because a lot of doctors would tell me, oh, you're this weeks or this months. And then I would go over here and they would tell me, oh, no, you're this and you're that. And I would always go to the hospitals due to that. So like, if you are having, or if you were expecting to have a baby or anything, just make sure you keep track of like your period, to know how many weeks, like how far along are you, because that really, really made it really difficult for me, because I would go to the doctors. They were about to make me have a whole ass baby, because they thought my baby was too small due to the months they were told. So it was a really lot of confusion from us, and a lot of confusion for the doctors, not knowing exactly how far along was I. The reason why I also had my baby was because my blood pressure went down, and they told me, no, that is not safe for you. You need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. They sent me from the clinic to the hospital, so they received me right away. So they were like, oh no, like that is not normal, that is not safe for you, so we're going to induce you, and you're having a baby today. That's the only reason why I had my baby that day, not because my water broke. No, it was just because I got induced. And it's just like, like I said, if you really want to have a baby, or you're expecting, or try to know the dates and everything, because that can really make everything so complicated for the doctors and for you. Like for me, I'm telling you, they were over here trying to make me have my baby, because my baby was not waiting, and my baby was so small compared to what it was supposed to be according to the months I had. So they were trying to make me have a whole ass baby so early. So thank you guys for watching. I really enjoyed recording this video for y'all. If you guys want me to talk about my delivery story or everything, like the pain, everything postpartum, all of that, let me know, because I will if you guys want me to. So yeah, without further ado, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.